Hey guys, it's Molly and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing, you can't see it, but there's a giant stack of books right next to me. We are doing, pre-feed pics. We are doing a book haul and I have a ginormous stack of books. I really went crazy the past couple weeks and bought quite a lot of books. I actually told myself that I was gonna go on a book buying ban. I think kind of like the beginning of this month because I put all of my TBR books on my TBR like cart. I have a cart in the corner of my room that I like usually just put like my TBR books on and the books I've read for the month, and then I have like I put like my records on it and like my record player and everything was on it. But I've recently kind of like changed the game a little bit and I took out all of my books that I haven't read yet off my shelf because it's also freed a bunch of room off my shelves. I've been like reorganizing my shelf and everything so many times. I reorganized it again last night or the night before for like the millionth time and have been like moving stuff around. I kind of like the way that it looks right now, low-key. Like, it's not very, like, organized. It's just kind of, like, it's messy, but I like it. Like, it looks like it's somebody's actual library. Like, it doesn't look like a real library. It looks like it's less kind of organized. I like it. Anyways, moving on. I took all of my books I haven't read yet and put them on my shelf over there, or, like, my cart. I realized how many books I have that I haven't read yet. I was like, dang, I need to go on a book buying ban. And then I bought all of these books. Can't even lift them. And I bought all of these, like so many books. In my defense, there's been a lot of new releases in like the past month. Like I feel like November itself, there were so many releases. Like it's crazy how many new releases there've been. There's not really that many anymore for the rest of the year. There's like 2 more releases, like 3 more releases in December. But other than that, that's it. So I think we're gonna go, I don't want to say we're gonna go on a book buying ban because it's gonna be like December and then like my birthday, Christmas. I know I'm getting gift cards for my birthday, I think, and for Christmas. And then also a new Barnes & Noble is opening near my house and I'm gonna go with my mom to go and probably buy more books. So I'm not saying I'm going on a book buying ban, but I definitely want to get through my physical TBR more. And I think, yeah. Anyways, but this is a haul of all the books I've bought very recently. By very recently, I mean in like the last month, kind of. I think all of these books I bought in November. Like the last month. So we're gonna go through them and I'm gonna show you all the books that I bought. So let's get started. Okay, I'm not gonna do this in like a certain order of being bought because I can't really remember, because I buy books kind of like sparsely. I'll just like be at like Target or I'll do like a random Barnes trip and I'll buy like a bunch of books. But first I'm gonna do, so I bought all of the King of Sen books. This is a series by Anna Huang. This book I'm pretty sure came out this month or last month. It came out really recently. I think it came out in October. I don't know, but I got this recently too. I decided I wanted to start reading this series because I read the Twisted series, didn't like it, but I was like, I kind of want to try her books again. So I wanted to get into the King of Sen series, and so I read the first one, which is King of Wrath, and I really, really liked this. I think I gave it like 3 stars. I'll talk more about it, obviously, in my monthly wrap-up. But I really, really liked this book. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to buy the other 2 books in the series. Also, I heard Destiny talk about this one because I read, this is a like second chance, but like marriage. And I read a book this month that was like that. And I was like, I really like this. So I decided to read this. Also, this whole series takes place in New York. And it's billionaires in New York in like high society in New York. And I've been rewatching Gossip Girl lately, and that just reminds me of the series, so I've been kind of obsessed with that whole thing. Also, I love books that take place in New York. I feel like I've talked about this before, but any books that take place in New York, I will read immediately. So I got all 3 of these. So I got King of Wrath, King of Pride, and King of Greed. So yeah, okay. Next, I'm actually gonna go into the one of the new releases this month. And that was, well, you just kind of saw it, Iron Flame. So Iron Flame came out this month. This came out on the 7th. So I got Iron Flame, and then I also got the Fourth Wing Holiday Edition with the black sprayed edges. I was not one of the people that pre-ordered it. I know there was like a whole mess with the pre-orders for both these books, but literally the night before, one of my mom's friends, who's also like a pretty big reader, she went to the Walmart. So there's a Walmart like right by her house, and she went and she got it, and she then texted my mom and was like, hey, they have Iron Flame and they have like the Fourth Wing Holiday Edition at Walmart, like go and see if you can find it. So I literally ran out of my house and went and got Iron Flame and Fourth Wing Holiday Edition. I'm obviously going to be doing, I read this and finished this, so I'll talk about it in my wrap up, but I got these 2. I got these 2 this month too. And then I guess we'll just like keep doing new releases. So then I got Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, which is one of like first book of her new series. That also came out this month. And then Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I don't know why I was gonna say Lauren Asher. Oh, 2 Laurens. That's why I was gonna say Lauren Asher. This came out this month for the US edition because I know she's self-published at the beginning of the year, I think, in like January. And she recently got signed to an American publisher because she was signed to a British publisher, and she got signed to an American publisher. And it came out also on the 7th, and it's like hardback. But it's so cute, and I also read this book this month, so we will be talking about it in the wrap-up. And then, I think those are all for the new releases this year, or this month. Yeah, I think so. Okay, then I started reading ACOTAR again, like started getting back into the series. So I got A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I'm kind of in the middle of, and then A Court of Frost and Starlight. So I got these 2. These are like the next 2 books in the series. This is a novella, I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna read it, so. Then I got The Christmas Orphan Club. I got this at Target. Literally just saw this at Target, and I thought it was really cute. Also, it takes place in New York at Christmas, so. And I thought the premise was really cute. It's basically about this group of friends. I think their like parents are dead. Yeah, they like, some of them died, some of their parents died, some of their parents disowned them, that kind of thing. And they like created kind of a like friend group, and they do like an orphan Christmas every year. But this is like the last one. So I just thought it was really good, and it sounded cute, and it's just a cute little Christmas book. I think it's like 300 pages. I haven't read anything by this author before, but Carly Fortune did a blurb. That's the only person that did a blurb that I know. Yeah, that's like the only person, but I'm excited to read it. Also, the cover is so cute. Next, I did a book haul like this weekend. I went and bought a bunch of books. Am I missing one? Oh no, okay, I already showed that one. I got a bunch of books this weekend at Barnes & Noble. So first I got Savage Love, this is the 3rd book in the Brutal Birthright series. I read this book, I started this series back in like May, but it's been so hard getting these books. Like, I don't know if she recently signed to Bloom or like what happened, but I have been having the hardest time trying to find the other books in this series, like with this cover, and they have not been at my Barnes. Like, the only time I've seen the whole series was at a Barnes & Noble I went to in New York, but like I couldn't buy all of them at the time. But like I literally, like, this one came out in my Barnes this weekend, and I immediately grabbed it because I don't know when I'm going to be able to find it again, because I swear they've been like taking out her books and like putting them with like other books in the series. So I wanted to get this. I actually did read this. I will talk about this in my little wrap up. but I love the illustrations. I follow her artist on Instagram actually because I love her, like, all of her illustrations and then all of the, like, illustrations inside. But yeah. Next, I got Hooked by Emily McIntyre. This is part of the Never After series. I don't think I have to, like, read this in order. I really hope I don't, because I don't know which one in the series this is, but I just decided to read it because I'm like, you know. This is, like, Peter Pan. So basically all of her books are, like, kind of, like, twisted. Like, they're the fairy tales, but they're kind of twisted. So this one is, like, Captain Hook and Wendy, and then Wendy is, like, Peter's daughter. It's, like, age difference. It's a dark romance. I'm really excited because I've, like, heard a lot about these series, and I heard some of them can get really, really, really twisted, and this might be the only one that I would actually be, like, interested in and actually wanting to read, because I don't know, whenever I read, like, Peter Pan when I was younger, I was such a Wendy hater. A bit of a confession, I guess. Like, when I was younger, I read Peter Pan for the first time and I hated Wendy. I was a Tinkerbell girly, okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I loved Tinkerbell. I wanted to be Tinkerbell. I ate up all the Tinkerbell Disney movies, so I feel like I'm gonna like this one. I don't know. Wow. That school bus is zooming. Did y'all hear that? This school bus just went so fast by my house. I live right behind an elementary school, and so I think it must be 3 o'clock. What time is it? Yeah, it's like 3:30. And they're like, dang. Anyways, okay. Next, I got Red Queen by Victoria Avard. I know this was, like, a big thing during, like, the dystopian era in, like, 2015 kind of thing. I never read it because I remember hearing about it and, like, people talking about it, but I was more like a Divergent girly. I read The Selection, which a lot of people have said this is, like, similar to it, so I think I'm gonna like it. The Selection was, like, literally one of my biggest obsessions growing up. It's, like, behind me on my shelf right there. Literally one of my biggest obsessions growing up. I, like, read that book so many times, and for the longest time, like, before I got back into reading, I would tell people, like, The Selection series was my favorite book, which, I mean, I still love, but I mean, I haven't read it in a while, and, like, my taste has changed. But I decided to read this and get this so I can read it. Oh my god. What, Molly? Why am I talking like this? Next I got Lotus. Also, these were on the buy one, get one 50% off table, so that's also why I got both of these. But I have heard a lot of things about this one. Also, tell me why this book is so big. Like, this is compared to, like, a normal book. It's so big. Anyways, okay. This is Lotus, and there's a couple people I've heard that have talked about this book. I think Larry Reed has talked about it. I think Sarah read it, like, a while ago. I don't know when this book came out. Also, there's, like, crap on the back. I don't know what that's from. But a lot of people have talked about this book before, and I really liked it. So I was like, I will try it. I will read it. But it actually sounds so interesting. It's about this guy, or this little boy, who gets kidnapped, I think. Okay, yeah, he gets kidnapped, and then 22 years later he comes back and, like, tries to become friends with, like, his best friend from childhood again, but a lot of things have changed, like, with both of them. So I'm excited to read this. I don't know if this is first person. Oh, it's a dual point of view. Do we get Oliver, or is it just Sydney? Wait. Okay, we do get an Oliver point of view. Okay, anyways, so excited for that. I don't know when I'm gonna read it. Maybe soon, who knows. But yeah, that's all the books that I have to show you. I've done a lot of book shopping, as you can tell. Also, I haven't done a book haul in a while, and the last time I did one was, like, December of, like, last year. No, I think it was, like, March, something like that. I haven't done one in a really long time. But I do buy books a lot. I just never, like, I haven't really bought a lot of books at once in a long time. but I have this month for some reason. I really think it's all the new releases that I've just been like collecting them. So that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.